What is going on, guys? You already know what it is. Kai Beam Podcast, episode 5. Your host Kai Beam here. Got my co-host Gamdo, of course, and Mr. Elusive.
Yo,
Today, we're gonna be talking about Facebook changes its name to Meta and them trying to start a metaverse. Oh boy. We got some confirmations of who's on the Sinister Six roster. More shit coming about Spider-Man every day, man. Can't wait for that movie. Um, I added this topic here. Fucking Ice Cube gave up $9 million because he didn't want to get a vaccine. You're fucking dumb. And so much more. So, what do you guys want to start? I mean, Dune 2 got announced. I'm
Yeah,
fucking happy.
uh,
I'm just glad that happened.
yeah. No, I was gonna say
Honestly.
I'm so happy Dune 2 got announced because that means whatever Izzy was talking about, I can't even remember because it was a lot, but all that stuff is most likely gonna happen. Then we're probably gonna get a really good movie, say in a couple of
Exactly.
years.
Exactly. Like I'm
I,
assuming it's gonna take them another like 4 or 5 years before we see that, but it'll be
yep.
worth the wait.
I mean, good news. Everybody who was pissed off about Zendaya not being like in the first movie, Shannon is gonna be she's gonna be prominent in the second movie. Like, pretty much, she's gonna be kind of like the main character in the second movie anyway. Because like with the original Doom, it's pretty much like after that initial first act was over and the second act was starting, like it became like Shani kind of story where she started like introducing what's his face to like that culture and like giving him all the rundowns and all the training and shit. So yeah,
Right.
she's gonna be more prominent in the second movie.
And that
So
makes sense.
people are gonna be happy about that.
And
Because I
plus it'll
mean,
probably
Mo
build up.
Zendaya is always it's always a good thing, I guess.
And you know for a fact too because Spider-Man No Way Home that stuff's gonna be popping, which
Yep.
that
Yeah.
stuff like that's getting leaked every single day, like Beam said. Which I mean, we can go into
Yeah.
like No Way Home. Like I just want to say like I did see take this for a grain of salt because it's maybe fake, may not be, but I'm leaning more towards real. I did see like three clips. One with Sandman, one of unfinished footage of Spider-Man versus Electro, and then scratch that four. Spider-Man fighting Doctor Strange, and then another one where apparently someone threw like some green splooge at Peter for some reason as Spider-Man. So
They're already going all in on this, huh?
No,
bro,
they are
leak
because
the movies, like leak
yeah.
the trailer or something because of the fact that like this is like the
I
weirdest.
haven't I haven't seen any of those, but I don't want to see it anyway because I'm already know like I think like what Marvel is doing is, I mean, it's technically it's like Sony, but like it may be one of those red herrings where they're just throwing out shit out there, and like kind of like how they did with Avenger, like the first Avenger movie, where they
Right.
just keep having
Sinister
like
Six.
weird footage, and they can just edit that shit out later on anyway. But
Yeah.
we'll see. But I
Yeah, I
haven't seen
mean,
any of those leaked pictures though.
in terms of the cast for the Sinister Six, so apparently it's been confirmed. Like we know, like pretty much some of the core members. Doctor Octopus, Green Goblin. Surprisingly, apparently the Lizard's gonna be there from Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Oh, and then we see
Uh,
him in the
I,
first trailer.
are they
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
are they gonna be fully Sinister Six, or is this just gonna be like
I
a
don't, I don't
cameo thing?
know. I don't know. I think this is like the test bed for Sinister Six. I think what's gonna happen because there was some images and some stuff that had came out of Peter when he's fighting Doc Ock, right? But
Hmm.
on that trailer scene, we clearly see that Green Goblin is there too. So I don't know if this is gonna be them like some of the villains like fighting Peter at the same time because if you notice Electro and Sandman's been confirmed as well. He's gonna be in there. You see Sandman and Electro fighting Peter at the same time. So I don't know if it's like maybe some of the members are fighting him at different times, and then maybe at the end of the movie when they've all been defeated, they're like, damn, why don't we just all work together? Fuck this nigga. Like
They said,
just yeah, just like fucking pile on this guy right here. Just beat the shit out of him. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe like they try to do that because wasn't there like some sort of like comic like that I believe where it was like they had the Sinister Six team, but then they like for whatever reason decided, yeah, let's just go ahead and split up into teams. So like, or am I thinking about something else? I know there was something like that where it was like they had the team, but then they like split it up to like fight Spider-Man like two at a time or some shit like that. So maybe
I mean, that
like by
happened in
the
the
end they'll
game.
just
which is very
Oh
dumb
yeah,
because they all lost.
that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, the game. So maybe like by the end of the movie, they'll just like I said, they'll just be like, man, just fucking rush this guy like with all 5 of us, and he's just dead. Like
I
because
mean,
like I mean I feel like it's kind of like Charlie on Emergency Awesome said. It's like if you think about it, like as we always keep saying, Spider-Man No Way Home. The title is not only referring to the fact that Spider-Man himself can't go home. It's for the villains too. They can't go home because think about it. If these niggas go back to their original universe, they fucking die. Because where they get plucked from is basically before they died. So like Green Goblin, he gets taken before he even gets stabbed by his glider, or Doc Ock, he gets taken before he drowns to death, or Sandman. Well, Sandman didn't die. He just,
yeah,
I
that's
guess,
actually kind of weird. He did die,
Sandman didn't die. He just,
huh?
so I guess
He
like
got a
that's
new leaf on new lease on life.
because I'm
Oh
assuming because
man,
it's just like this whole time thing. So I'm assuming they're taking Sandman from the point from where he
Oh
didn't
no, Sandman
home,
is
or
gonna be extra pissed and want to go back home because remember, like his entire purpose was to get to be with his daughter. So
he
he's
can't even.
definitely gonna
He
be
can't
pissed off
even.
at Spider Man.
He can't even do that though because he's a prisoner. He's a felon. But I was gonna say like, what if he can't? I was gonna say, what if somehow his daughter did die and it was framed to be Spider Man? It'd be really fucked up. All of a sudden, he found his daughter with like a
Right.
webbed up face, and then he's just like, "I thought you forgave me," and then he's just trying to come after Peter. But yeah,
It could just be a Sandman before like Peter forgave
that's what
him. So
that's what I'm
yeah,
he's
saying.
just gonna be
It could
extra
be
pissed off again because Spider Man somehow
and
displaced him from his universe where he should be with his daughter. He even though he didn't know he wasn't gonna be able to get with her.
they'll
So it's
probably
just gonna
take him
piss
from
him
that
off
time
even
when he got washed by Black Suit Spider Man. He's gonna
yeah,
more. Right.
come
exactly.
out and
That's
be
what I
like,
was
"I'm
thinking.
gonna kill this motherfucker." Yeah.
Because yeah, he was extra pissed after that. I mean, Peter did fuck him up during that fight though. That was pretty funny. He literally just splashed him with water until there was nothing but mud left. But that was pretty funny. That shit was pretty funny. Well,
like
yeah,
him.
I mean, and then you got Green Goblin, which like that nigga's just batshit insane. So it makes sense why he
Oh
would be
yeah,
there.
no.
I
Doc
mean
Ock is Doc
he's a
Ock is gonna be
he's a
the
he's an evil genius though. Even though he act like a madman, he is smart as fuck though.
Oh yeah,
no,
for
he
sure. That's
is.
not to take away because if I heard correctly, like Green Goblin's supposed to be like the brains behind everything anyway.
Oh no,
He's
he's always the brain behind the Sinister Six. Even sometimes when he's not even part of the Sinister Six, he's just put them together in the background to do his dirty work kind of shit.
I mean, he
So
did
yeah,
it when he built Dark Avengers and he took over Shield. So
yep.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean,
yeah, I
there's
believe
that.
it.
I did want to say real quick there was a little bit of a fuss over the fact that Doc Ock's arms seem to be a little bit red and yellow, which people
it's
seem to
CG. Why is
well,
people getting pissed off about that one?
they're getting pissed off because they think that it has to do with Tony Stark because it has his colors. Because they're like,
Okay, we
oh
gonna
man,
do.
I can't believe it for the fifth time. Tony Stark is responsible for another villain, and someone else said, which I don't know how they found this out, but apparently the AI in the tentacles absorbed the nanites or the nanotech in Peter's suit that changed it to that color.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
that would be good though.
That makes sense because if you look, we don't see Peter like from the trailers at least. We never see him use the Iron Spider suit ever again. It's always the other suits. It's the advanced, the black and red suit, or the new black one with the magical shit going on, or whatever else he's gonna have. We never see out of that initial fight
That
with
might be
Doc
his
Ock.
black costume right there, is because of the fact that it stripped him of the nanotechnology.
Yeah, damn, that'd be crazy. Actually, that would make Doc Ock really powerful. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, let's
So
see.
the way I'm hearing all this shit, who the hell is gonna be on Peter's side besides Doctor Strange?
No one.
That
Yeah,
shit
No.
is oh
not really anyone, and it kind of
okay.
sucks too because of the fact that like, I mean, aside from the
Of
fact
his
that they
other
deleted
Spider-Mans.
everyone's memory because no one's gonna know who he is. There's also the idea that he's not even gonna be in this universe at the end of the movie, which I called it. I called it. If this ends up happening to be true,
Yeah,
What do you mean he's not gonna be in the universe at the
because
end of the
in
what
the
he's
MCU
saying,
universe,
it's it's gonna be an amalgamation, basically. Like that's what's gonna be so funny when it gets to Doctor Strange 2 is because by the end of Spider-Man, nigga, they're not gonna fix everything they did in that shit. That shit is gonna be that universe is gonna be fucked. Like just an amalgamation of random shit. That's why there's all these villains running around everywhere. So by the time you get to Doctor Strange 2, where you have and apparently I forgot to add that in here. They're doing reshoots, by the way, for Doctor Strange 2 these next couple months. And apparently they're saying they're doing it for Scarlet Witch. So
She's
I
definitely gonna
guess
start
that's
changing from
allowed.
the
they're
X
changing
Men.
her
Yeah,
stories.
they're saying people are thinking that it is what we've been thinking. She's gonna be having a more of a villainous role in this shit, actually, because she's going around just obsessing over the fact that she needs to save her children, which you should have already resolved that when they're gone. So whatever you think you're
There's
hearing,
no way she's gonna be able to resolve that. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, it's not. And again, people think it's gonna be, one of those many angled ones. What's his name? Shumagorath, who's just fucking with her and using her to escape into the main Marvel universe. So yeah, I'm assuming like what's probably gonna end up happening is Strange is gonna be like, yeah. So Wanda's fucking up the universe even more, or the multiverse, I should say, than I already did. So definitely gotta go stop this crazy chick.
gonna
Yeah,
be messed up
probably
when
gonna.
she finds
Pro-
Billy and then she hugs him, then he melts.
yeah, that's probably what's gonna just melt in her arms. Oh, dude, I can't wait though. I'm not gonna lie, like, because you already know when Doctor Strange, like when I mean one of their first encounters where he's trying to talk her down for doing it, she just like fucking just annihilates this nigga. Because
Probably. She's
there's
probably
no,
gonna punch the
there's
soul out
no
of his
way.
body.
Yeah, there's no way, like, because she far exceeds his power at this point, and that's just gonna be, I think, yet another humbling experience for this nigga. Because I'm pretty sure he'll be like, "Yeah, Wanda, you don't want to do this." She said, "Nigga, what did you?" Yeah, he's,
Yeah, she's
oh,
gonna be like, yeah, I do. And whether or not she ends up having her accent or not is up to her. Because after that, it's just nothing but red.
He
punch this
said,
nigga so hard
"Did
he
you,
ends up
did you
17.
remember me?" Say, I'm so glad they got rid of that freaking phony accent that she had. Like,
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like,
It when they did it in WandaVision, it kind of felt like more. I don't want to say genuine, but it just felt cool. Like not like how it was in Endgame, where it just felt like kind of tacked on. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why is
It
she
felt like
talking
she
like
was
she's
too
talking like
tired.
that?
The
Yeah,
only
that was.
I feel like the only reason why her accent just withered away is because she was in so much like trauma from Vision just being dead.
right.
And she's just like, I don't have the energy just to talk in my native tongue. I'm just fucking tired. Like,
Oh man. Oh
uh,
man. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Exciting times, man. Exciting times. I've also heard for I know we've made it clear here we're not at all of us aren't really that excited for Eternals, but I heard that movie's fine. So I mean I'm seeing it next week, so we'll see. But
yeah, I've been
um
hearing mixed reviews from that one right there, and
yeah,
they basically
yeah,
said that
next
it was like Marvel's Power Rangers essentially.
yeah. Like I said, the only reason like I'm really going there for that is just because people did say there's two end credit scenes, so that's cool, of course. But I'm the only real major thing with that is the implication that mutants may start to. They're laying the groundwork for that, like for mutants to be a thing, right? Because that's how it was kind of in the comics as well. Like the mutants are a byproduct of the fact that the Celestials were doing their experiments and shit like that. So yeah, that'll be the best part about that. And then we go on to Spider-Man in December, and then we got Doctor Strange 2 next year. What is it, like April or June? I don't know, like April or something.
Didn't that get pushed back until like
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because like it was originally supposed to come out in March, but I think it got pushed back to like April or like May. It might be May. Yeah, because like
gotcha?
it's May, and then like Thor comes out, like Thor 4 comes out in like summertime.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I'm
haven't even
pretty sure.
seen anything about that. They've been very quiet. But Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
have to tell
which
me. You're gonna have to tell me about Eternals. I don't really think I'm gonna. I don't really have an interest in actually seeing it. But if you end up seeing them plant a flower and then all of a sudden three claws pop up the ground, then yeah, let me know.
I, I'm gonna have to go and see it anyway because like yeah,
yeah,
and I had going next weekend to go and see it. So
nice. Yeah.
yep,
Well, me and Izzy could talk about it. Yeah, for sure.
yep. I'm gonna tell you how much it sucked, but don't worry, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, Izzy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not sure I'm gonna really be having like pushback because, like I said, like, I'm not like this is probably the least
Uh,
hype for a movie from Marvel that I've honestly ever been. Besides Black Widow,
I
honestly.
don't know.
Like,
I
I
could
have
convince
another
you
one
that that
that's
movie
least
is
hyped
great.
than that one right there that you guys probably forgot existed, and that's Morpheus or Morbius. I said Morpheus.
oh yeah, Morbius.
Who?
Oh yeah.
No one has thought about Morbius at
And,
all, and apparently that's supposed to be in the MCU. That is going to be one of the worst movies, the worst superhero movies to modern date, because of the fact that no one
um,
cares about this movie.
yeah, I'm
Because
not
I
gonna
think it's not even
lie.
a
I
superhero.
I kind of wish they just got that movie out of the way. Like they should have just released that this year and just called it a day, man. Because
I
like,
think that's just because Jared Leto is just working in every superhero shit. Like this man is in freaking MCU. He's in fucking DC. Like even some freaking superhero shit you never heard of. He's in that crap too. So
That means
like,
never coming back to a DC property though, because it's like this guy literally created the culture of like a bad Joker, and it spread to the point to where like even like other cartoon franchises like dislikes Jared Leto as Joker. So this guy's never coming back.
damn.
I'd be embarrassed. Yeah, no, in Teen Titans Go, I remember they were doing a Joker impression, and then I think one guy, I think Robin did the Jared Leto, and they're like, "Get this shit out of here! No one likes Jared Leto." Imagine hearing that. I mean, I get that you're like a celebrity and stuff, but imagine all of a sudden you just see on television that your Joker was so bad that a cartoon, people voicing the shit, said your shit is bad. I'd quit. I'd be like, yeah, you'll never see me again.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. That's
It's
crazy.
wild.
Wow. Oh, I mean, maybe. I mean, we're trashing Morbius before he even comes out. Maybe that'll be his break for him. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have much hope for that movie,
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest.
I think that
Yeah.
movie could actually be good.
Maybe I don't
You say so, but I don't know. You gotta see some stuff. If you ask me, his breakthrough was Requiem
Can't you
for a
hear the
Dream.
enthusiasm in my voice, man? I think it's gonna be a great movie.
Man, I never heard any enthusiasm in your voice to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. We've seen jack shit from that movie. The most we've seen is this nigga's eyes glowing and his face turned into a fucking Batman man bat shit, and that's about it.
I mean, the
And it's
thing
just
is, it's just like if anything, like I would be totally fine with the movie had I not seen Michael Keaton show up and just be like, "What's up, Doc?" Like if I hadn't
yeah.
seen that, I'd
I'm
be
not
like,
gonna
you know
lie.
what? Like okay, I'm giving this a chance. But the fact that
That look like damn Buzz Bunny
I'm
in this
not.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, it's probably that's probably gonna be the hypest part of that movie.
probably
We see Michael Keaton show up just to recruit this nigga for whatever the fuck he's doing.
imagine if he
So
doesn't show up and they cut his part. Like
I will fucking
that'd
walk
be a
out of that
dick move.
theater.
That'd
I
be
will
a
walk
dick
out of the
move if they
fucking
did that.
theater so fast because
I
I'm already
mean,
gonna have
trust
fucking
me,
entire.
they could definitely do that. You already
They
know
probably
if
would.
Marvel is like notorious for that. They would show you something in the trailer
That's
and then you go in the movie and you're like, what? Where the hell was this person at? Wait, what? Then yeah, they can do that. I can totally see that happening. Go in
yeah.
there expecting Michael Keegan and you get nothing. Like like
Get
the
jack
freaking Willy
shit.
Wonka said, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. God. Well,
That would
looking forward to No Way Home trailer 2 whenever that comes out. Hopefully enough people leak it to force Sony their hand. Um,
I don't want them to release any more trailers
you know they're going to. They
because
have
at this
to.
point
Yeah.
I don't be trusting Sony like with our first trailers. They release little details, then our second trailer they just release the entire movie and pretty
Yeah.
much in the trailer.
I will say this. I will be very surprised if um I'd be very surprised if honestly Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield don't show up.
Yeah, there's still so much
Because Tom Holland's clearly lying. This guy can't hold it. He can't hold it in. Every time someone asks him, he starts to sweat. I've
Yep.
been looking at his interviews, and each time they like, because he lied, he was just like, yeah, I don't possibly know what's going on with the script, mate. I just don't. And then
At
another
least he's
Yeah,
point,
growing up. He's growing up now.
yeah,
true,
no, he
because
is.
before that nigga would just not
And
know what to
also,
say
I
at
think
all.
it's at the point where he can like play like the I'm a kid, and I can't control my impulses of like
Well,
saying stuff anymore
they did that. Like
because
he did it. He made a mistake the first time, but then like Disney definitely like used that as like PR, and then they pretty much gave him because at first it was like Mark Ruffalo and all the other stuff, but then like Tom Holland became like the one who was like the squealer. So like, oh okay, let's have him do like teaser PR because he was like really
right.
good at it.
Right.
So he
But
did that
yeah,
for Endgame and Infinity War. And he remember when he like got that the poster, and he was just like, "There's nothing on the back." Oh bloody hell! It showed an Infinity War. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Sony though, I want to transition into the PlayStation PC. Um, Now, I had the message included in the chat, or not in the chat, in like the Discord thing, but I was like, if it ends up being a, excuse me, if it ends up being a thing where all of a sudden all the PC or all the PlayStation titles end up on PC, you guys will never catch me on a PS5. But the only thing that if they add
it's like
crossplay,
they're releasing old titles, but I guess eventually they're gonna go with current titles. But I don't think they want to do that currently yet
Well,
because
they
if
want
they
pe-
do
they,
that,
there's a
they're
reason.
gonna
There
be taking
has to be a reason for people to get a PS5.
right.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Well, I don't
they'll
know because the
they'll
thing is people still are confused about PC gaming. Like, yeah, they have the stuff, but it's like it's more of a convenience because you think
sure.
you get a PC, you got to worry about the OS, you got to worry about all these other things. Your friends are not on PC all the time, or if any. Um, yeah, they'll probably have like time release dates for PS ports and stuff like that because so far they released Death Stranding and God of War is coming out. So
Speaking of OS, like I pretty much have like Windows 11 now in this laptop,
oh
which were
yeah, man, I hope that shit treats you nice because that
well,
stuff is buggy.
right off the bat, I had to delete every like these stupid default software that comes with like Norton 360 and all those other crappy tacked on software that takes up hard drive space. I deleted all those right off the bat. Then I went in and did the update. And somehow they're still trying to like because I'm logged in on my Microsoft account on my actual home computer. And when I logged in on my Microsoft account on this laptop, like for some reason they keep trying to install applications from my PC to this computer. I'm like, why?
Like Microsoft
What the
Edge.
fuck?
Right.
You can't.
Like
I don't know what it is, but I can't delete Microsoft Edge. It's just never
I can't
happening.
either. I've been trying to delete this shit like forever and it's still on here.
At this point, you're wasting your time
Wow.
trying. So just give up.
It's kind of built into the damn freaking
The OS
the
itself.
OS
Yeah.
itself, so you
Yeah,
can't really get
Yeah.
rid of it.
yeah. That's why I stopped. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Cause yeah, I tried deleting it too. Actually, it was like a couple weeks ago. I tried deleting it, and then all of a sudden, I hit like a search bar, and all of a sudden it said, "Yeah,
Yep,
welcome to
it's back there.
Microsoft Edge." I said,
Right.
"God damn!" I was like,
Man,
"What the fuck?"
it's like Beetlejuice. He's never going away.
Yeah, I was like, I deleted you like fucking
Just
5
right in the
times.
background waiting for you. Like, ha,
Yeah,
you think you can get rid of me? Think again, motherfucker. Still here.
exactly. I was like, shit. But
That's funny, man.
gosh,
Jesus.
I know I gotta get Far Cry 6 now that it's finally out. I don't know why. I guess now I'm looking like at YouTube. I'm seeing all these Far Cry 6 gameplays. But
Yeah, I saw some mixed reviews for that game. I don't know. If you get it, just let me know. Maybe I'll pick it up if it's good.
I mean, I heard it's pretty much the same like Far Cry 5, but with like it being a little bit better. I mean, I've wanted to get it for one because of Giancarlo Esposito. Because everything that he's in, this guy kills it, even in
True.
game. Two, they added a lot of different features in there. You got third person finally. In certain parts, like if you're traveling, you can actually go third person. So, character customization actually makes sense for once. And plus, they just seem to went really wacky with it, which I think is a good path to make instead of like the whole like super serious stuff. Because the fifth one, the fifth one was okay, but like the fourth and third one was like, or at least the fourth one was. The fourth one was ass.
Yeah, the fourth one was. After that, I just completely checked out the Far Cry series because, like, man, like literally, Far Cry was at its prime when it was like Far Cry 2, and then it went to Far Cry 3. That was easily the best one by far. But then, like after that, they kind of just went downhill, basically. So it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I don't know. Gosh, I guess we could talk about real quick the little boozy hate for Little Nas, which is like just
Oh yeah.
fucking the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like I've seen some pretty questionable things. Which there's another questionable thing to talk about that's just gonna make you probably want to get sick. But Little Boozy's hate for Little Nas doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why is this man so fixated on this guy's life that he's even beefing with his
What?
dad? Like,
What the fuck? So what
yeah,
even happened? Because I didn't even look at this shit.
bro,
Because I
it's
actually
literally
texted
the
bro.
fact that Little Nas is gay. That's it. Like,
Yeah, no, bro. Like I said, like I fucking paraphrased in the chat when you posted that shit. It's like, bro, I'd believe it, but people think that Boosie might actually be like down low just gay because like
that's
anytime, and
literally
I
the
mean
most
literally
logical next step you'd have to
anytime.
go.
It's not even just Little Nas. Like you just look back at his history, and it's like every time like there's something like gay or something that comes up, he's just so against it. He's just so
He
against it. He
has
just
to
has to
record
speak
it.
out.
Yeah, he's
It's
like
just like
Riley. He's like Riley from Boondocks. It's just like, yeah, you don't gotta
bro.
inject yourself in everything, like my guy. Like, come on.
You know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna say, "Hey guys, I'm finally facing my truth. I'm
No, I feel like he's gonna die
I'm
on that hill. He's gonna die on the hill unless he gets shot in the gut and he knows he's like on his way out. He'll probably admit it that way, but if not, no, he's never gonna admit it. He's gonna let that shit eat himself up, and he's just gonna look at you like, "Come on, man, you know."
come on, man.
Yeah, but like this guy
I
is
could have
just
swore. I could have swore, and then that nigga never talked about it because I could have swore like some dude came out and he was like, "Yeah, me and Boosie been banging for a while" or something like that. This nigga never said nothing.
I think he
Like never
actually
tried to
like
deny it. Nothing. And it's
I think
just
he
like
like hooked
okay,
up with a transgendered person. I think that was like another thing too.
okay,
I can look that up, but no, this guy everything this guy does.
yeah. Like I'd believe it, because yeah, for some reason this nigga just for some reason just always just has to talk about it and just like down it or like criticize and like shame people. It's like, bro, like honestly, the only people who really like fixate on shit like that is unless they are the things they are criticizing. So yeah,
I mean, it's probably he has like envy that people are living their best life and he's just still in the closet and can't come out with it because he's been touting his own stuff, you know. So
yeah,
he
I
gotta
probably.
mean, that's
he gotta stick with his like OG stuff that he been doing.
yeah, but it's just like, if you don't agree with something, you just don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to interject your ideas into everything you don't agree with. That's weird.
Exactly.
That's weird and
Exactly.
so exhausting. If that's the reason why he has bags under his eyes, like you're focusing your energy on something completely different and something like that's not even in your neighborhood, so to speak. But I mean, this guy's just been weird all around. I mean, he had his kids get like a blowjob from like a hooker.
Oh yeah, I remember that whole thing like that. Yeah,
So
he's
I mean, clearly this guy is not the has not doesn't have
They
the
haven't
best common sense.
arrested that man yet.
I mean, I don't know, stuff like that. You can say something, but there's no evidence against it. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no evidence to support those claims unless like either someone recorded it and put it on the
Or
internet. I don't know. Like,
that's like a witness who report you and willing to testify or something. Yes.
yeah. So I don't know. Little Nas just need, or not Little Nas. Little Boozy needs to chill out. You should know Little Nas is a troll. He's a troll level 100 over here because that's all he likes to do. You're just playing into his hands. You seriously are.
I mean,
It's like Tom
he's
and
just
Jerry for these guys.
he's just having fun with it now at this point.
No, no, he's been
Pretty
having
much, pretty
fun because
much,
it's just like
pretty much.
Little Nas. If anything, Little Nas loves doing is just making people upset and giving himself publicity because it's the
And,
easiest thing you could do.
right.
Yeah, dude, we
Hey,
talked
hey,
about this.
and
Rage marketing is a real thing.
you
It's
know
a
what's
real.
funny though, because like Lil Nas actually grew up in like the age of freaking social media, so of course he knows how to fucking work that shit like to the max level. Like Boosie, this man didn't like when he was coming up. This man didn't have a freaking dial-up internet. But that was during the dial-up age, and even then, that was still like something new for his ass. Like he was like probably his early 30s or freaking early late 20s at the time when freaking internet was becoming like a thing. And by then, even social media hasn't fucking rolled around like that. So yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
he's just messing with it. He's just messing with like young people who are way too better at navigating the social media space than he is.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I sort of feel the same way because to a certain extent, I can't really navigate social media like someone who's younger than me because like they be doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Jokes on all of you. I don't have social media, so I don't have to navigate that shit.
I know you're not gonna get caught up in metaverse, and you're not gonna be like
Nope.
spawned as a pigeon or some shit. You ain't got nothing to
Well, I
worry
mean,
about.
since you already,
Speaking of metaverse, are we going
yeah,
into this now?
yeah, because you already did a segue. So if you haven't heard, if you're living under a fucking rock, Facebook for some reason decided to change its, well, not for some reason, we know the reason, but they changed their name to Meta. And what we mean by metaverse is they're trying to build this whole like
Eco,
VR thing, ecosystem.
ecosystem of
It's just called
everything under the
metaverse. It's
under the brand of Meta. So
If you're seeing
even though
SAO and you're a
Facebook
little
just used to be
concerned,
like
it's gonna be all right. It doesn't fuck up your brain. You'll be fine.
right, because like Facebook initially used to be a completely like software slash data company, but now they're getting into hardwares and stuff, which is like the VR space and stuff, and they've made really good strides in there because of obviously a partner of one of the biggest VR company in the world, Oculus, by buying them straight up. So they've made some good strides with Oculus. So if you ever see the movie Ready Player One, imagine Facebook in another 15 or 20 years, that's gonna be Facebook.
Yeah, that
Damn
is.
corporations with ads and VR right in your face, and people can't leave that damn house no more because they're just sitting in the damn VR and living their best dreams out there. That's
I'm
what
not.
Facebook is trying to do now.
I'm not gonna lie though. There is this one VR. Hang on, I'm trying to search up the real name. It's basically a VR where you can play old games through the VR game, which makes no sense. Because I saw
Well,
one guy, he was playing GTA Vice City, um, and basically like you were in a room in the '90s, so like you had like a whole wallpaper and stuff, and yeah, oh, it's MUVR. But yeah, essentially, just to reiterate, you would put on your VR headset. You would go into like a room that's like in the '90s. It has like a box shaped TV and stuff like how it was back in the day, and then you can physically pick up a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1, put it on the ground, hook it up, and play whatever game that you want.
what the fuck?
And I'm saying this shit was so detailed. The guy was playing GTA and he said, "Oh, hang on, there's a glare." Turned off the light in the game and he said, "Ah, that's better." Like
What the fuck?
that part is a little cool. Like that part's I actually like because that's like some shit. I don't know. That's some shit I guess everyone born in the 90s would love to go back to as far as like the whole aesthetic.
Right.
But it's wild how far like just like VR has kind of came along. So I mean, I'm happy for it. I mean,
Yeah.
except for metaverse though, because I mean, I'm just afraid that Mark Zuckerberg is just gonna invade your area, and then all of a sudden he's just gonna clone himself like Ultron and just fuck with you.
You guys are afraid of the wrong stuff because what he's gonna be doing is like, I'm getting too old. I'm gonna upload my mind in the metaverse.
That's what I'm
Now I could
saying.
be with my audience all the time.
Oh yes, to do the fucking Tony Stark thing. Yeah.
Yep.
No, Ultron. That's why I said Ultron because he's gonna put himself in there, and then he's gonna say, "Yeah, divide by 6," and then he's just gonna go here, there, everywhere, and the next thing you know, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, be sure to click the ads and say that you like the ads. Either that, it's game
Right.
over
If
for
you don't
you."
if you don't hit the star and the up button, well, you know what's going on. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, you don't like being in the metaverse? How about staying in here all year now? You can't leave no more.
Then
Stay
that's
to
all.
leave
that's when we have a problem.
to leave, you gotta pay a subscription fee. You
Oh
can only
no.
you can only be in the real you can
Oh
only be in the
no.
real world for about an hour a day,
Oh
and then we're gonna
fuck.
have to yank your ass back into the metaverse.
Yeah, that's not
Congratulations,
good.
dumbasses.
Yeah, you made me feel a lot worse now because I didn't think of it like that.
Because
Yeah.
like the metaverse, Oculus is eventually is gonna start testing out experimental chips where he's like, ah, do you find yourself hitting those big bulky Oculus glasses? We have new technology, Oculus Implants. Now you can live VR all day. Here you go. It's only a
Yep.
few simple steps. You just get this syringe at your house, one simple incision right at the back of your eyelids, and you'll be good.
Oh,
Now do it
yeah.
now. Do it
No,
now.
that's where
You
I
don't even
crossed the
need a
line.
doctor's prescription.
Yeah, no, that's where I crossed the line right
Oh,
there.
trust
Anything
me.
that has to deal
Trust
with
me.
like brain activity or like if you can if you are like conscious in that game as if you are awake, then that's a problem right there. Cause
Trust me, like even though I'm saying it in this manner, I bet you like the Facebook people have better marketing team than than what I'm saying, which is they're gonna make a pretty convincing case why you need that Oculus implant, and trust me, a bunch of people are gonna go for that shit, man.
I mean,
A
think
bunch
of
of
it
people.
like they already have like those little gyro systems where you like basically like put yourself in there, then you have like a vest to feel vibrations of the
Right.
game. Um, I mean, they're
And,
they're clearly not going to do that thing where it's just like if you get hurt, like say you get hit by a car in GTA, and that game is just gonna be like, yeah, okay, snap, and you're gonna feel this shit in real life.
and especially if you have like influencers and people who want to be like always on the top of the technology and shit, if Facebook invites them to like test this shit out, obviously they're gonna like try to convince other people to buy this shit and tell you how cool the technology is. And
Oh
technology
yeah,
how it works, word of mouth. This shit is so cool. Then everybody wants to buy the damn Facebook implant, and before you know it, millions and millions of people have this shit already. Even if thousands of people have it, that's still a lot of fucking people. And word of mouth is gonna get around real quick. And before you know it, we got a brain implant of people having the metaverse in their head. Now you're walking in the street and you're wondering why this person is just fucking hitting the air and shit and flaying his arm. No, it's not because he's crazy or she's crazy. It's because she's in the metaverse. She's trying to slay all the damn orcs and demons that's fucking attacking her, literally.
right, digital schizophrenia. Yeah, I
It's a
uh,
friend.
I'm afraid of stuff like that because when you start involving implants, you also open the possibility of getting hacked, and then you're in cyberpunk where you get your eyes hacked, and then you got to reboot that shit. That's no, I'd pass. I'm good on that.
Yep.
But yeah,
Same
Facebook Meta, it's coming. It's coming soon. Be afraid. Be glad. I don't care. Do something.
thing.
But let's see. Let's. I want to. I was gonna put this for the last weeks, but I think we had like so many topics to talk about that I wasn't. I just decided to take it off, and then also too, there's like leading developments. So there's this one guy on YouTube, right? He posts this video, and the only reason why I saw it is because multiple people were talking, like multiple people that I follow, they were talking about this guy, and the first words that you'll see on his video is saying, "I could have been a predator." Red flag's already right there. So you start the video, right, and there's this dude clearly has money because of the fact the interior of his car is red. He's sitting in his car, and he's just like, yeah. He says, so you guys probably saw the title of the video. I could have been
It's
a
not
predator.
clickbait.
Yeah, no, he said I could have been a predator, and I guess you're wondering, how could that be? Well, let me tell you of what I. He's like, let me tell you what I did, and I was like, oh no. Like, and
Oh.
he's like, yeah. He said, I have a certain appetite. I was like, oh.
What the
It kept getting
fuck?
worse and worse. And I mean,
Oh.
he went from talking about how he was running a Craigslist thing where it was essentially like he was pretty much like I think he was like doing like porn or something, which I mean like that's like no big deal, like that's fine. But then he was like, yeah, I was getting these Craigslist responses from girls who were in high school. I was like, oh, he's like he's just putting this out online, and he was like one girl, I'll just say she was a mature 17-year-old. I was like,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Oh
This guy,
god.
and bro, it got a lot worse. It got a lot worse because he said, yeah, he said, I'm a little sympathetic to R. Kelly. Uh,
What the nigga? What? All right.
yeah.
Was this guy trolling or is he being
No,
serious?
he was
Because
not troll. Okay, he was. This was like a fake video. He claims, but I don't think that it's fake because the fact that the details were too real, and the stuff that he says is just nah, because you can't make up a story like that. He's over here talking about him. He's like, yeah. He said there's this one girl who was 17, and she tricked me. She said this 17-year-old was a predator. And he was like, I didn't know she was 17 until I asked her. No, he said I didn't know she was 17 until I did research upon her. Weeks or months after I've already had sex with her.
this
And
man,
I
bro.
checked, and he was like, yeah, I found out she was a high schooler. He said, so I asked her, and I said, he said, what's your real age? And she was like, well, I'm gonna be 16 in a couple of days, but it's legal in the state of Georgia. Is he? You have to let me know on that one. And then,
I don't know about that shit.
yeah. And then
I
he
don't think
said,
that shit is legal anywhere.
I have no idea. I think everything
No,
this guy
I'm
said was
pretty
cap,
sure.
except for what
I'm
this guy's
pretty
story
sure.
is. Yeah. But this guy was just like, yeah, he said, so I asked her like what her real age was, and he was just like, the cat's already out the bag, so I fucked her again.
What the? Oh.
Yeah, and then he said
Oh
he
my
proceeded to
god.
have sexual relations with this girl until she was 22, and he was just like, I already did it once, so I might as well just keep on doing it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And
god.
every
Okay.
time someone watched the video or they were commenting on the video, because there's this one part that was really disgusting that I won't repeat on here, but I'll tell you guys after off podcast or off mic. But it was just so bad that everyone had to click out of it. I was like, this guy needs to be in fucking jail.
I'm surprised nobody's locked his ass up yet.
That's what people are like trying to do, but he's gone on podcasts and stuff like that, and he's just like, you guys aren't going to catch me right here because what evidence do you have? And he's pretty much like using the whole argument that like, oh, if there's no evidence, then you're gonna get off scotch free. And then he's like, I didn't put a gun to their head; they wanted it willingly. Let's forget. I guess apparently statutory rape is not a real thing to him, so
Yeah.
forget that.
R. Kelly didn't put any
Oh.
gun to anybody's head, and his dumbass is in prison now. So just wait. Get
I
that
mean,
motherfucker.
I don't know, but it's just like this idea that people, because he said he did this for clout. He said, I just want to do. He said, I want to do just a little experiment to see how upset people would get. And maybe I'm an idiot, but don't you think you would know what your hypothesis would lead to when it comes to situations like this? This happened right after R. Kelly
Yeah.
was like listed as guilty, and he's just like, I just want to see what the hypothesis is, or see how people would react. How the fuck do you think people are gonna react?
Oh
This thing is
my god.
crazy.
Yeah.
People will do and say anything for fucking attention these days. Like,
Yeah, it's really
not
it's
not everybody needs to be famous, bro. Like, get a
No,
fucking. I don't even want to say get a fucking regular job, because even people who has a fucking regular job be doing some stupid ass shit that really, like, people
that's
shouldn't be
true.
doing. But
I mean, if they do it for clout, like there's this one guy. I just want to interject. This is one guy who got a job in Subway, and for clout, he trashed his whole Subway store for TikTok. And then when he got fired, he was just like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I need another
what?
job. And he got another job. Guess what he did? He did it
Just
trash
the
it
same
again.
again.
shit.
Yeah, the exact same thing.
Yep,
I don't
that's what
know.
happens. Like, people always have this idea that they have to have like this gratification from strangers to like be living like that fullest life. That is very stupid way of living your life.
Yep,
Yeah, I don't think
it
everyone needs
is.
influence. I don't think everyone needs to be influential. You know how
Nope.
stressful
No,
that would be to to have people rely on your voice as if it's like the Bible.
it's not. It's not even always about the stress. Anyway, it's just the idea that some people have not even like they don't have the qualifications to influence people, but
Oh no, they
because
don't.
of
I
some
will
of
agree with you on that
because
too.
of because of some of the stupid shit that they do, somehow people are influenced by them and want to live that life the way they're living their life. But that life that they're living is not even a real life, because well, technically it's a real life, but it's not something
It's
people
just
would do. Yeah, it's not
it's
something people would do normally.
embellished.
It's
It's
yeah,
embellished. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like something that they just play up for the masses. Like, yeah, for sure. I
No,
agree.
I agree with the both of y'all. I think that not a lot of people have the capabilities of being influential, and not a lot of people have best ideas.
Nope.
no.
I see on
Most
Twitter
of,
all the
most of
time.
like, but that's the thing though. Like, their best ideas are something that it should be an idea of good stuff. Those things are boring to people. Nobody wants to see that shit. Anybody making responsible decisions. People want to click on a video and see how stupid or how idiotic a person can be in like 5 or 3 minutes, and that's it. And they're good for their lives. So instead of bringing something that will be like entertaining, they just do like the most idiotic shit in like the shortest amount of time possible to get the laughs, the clickbait, and like the likes and thumbs up or whatever,
Yeah.
and the viewership.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
No, you're right. I mean, it's yeah. I see it. I see it a lot now that I'm like trying to be more active on Twitter with stuff. But it's bad. Like cloud. I think is the worst drug out there, and
No, it
I'm
really
confident in
is.
saying that
It really
because
is.
it just makes you do stupid shit. I mean, TikTok is honestly the leading. I don't have the real statistic on it, but I'm pretty sure it would be a little high. That TikTok is like the leading cause for like vandalism and probably violence amongst like
Oh
younger kids. They had a challenge, called "Slap Your Teacher in the Face."
wait, I then they also have the one that says slap your teacher in the ass too. I'm like, who the hell are coming up with these damn challenges? Like,
I don't
you
know.
know what you know what would happen when I was growing up is and I anybody in my fucking class or in my age group did that shit.
Tell
You
Mizzy.
would they would call your mom, you get your ass whooped by your mom. Then your mom would fucking tell your teacher to whoop your ass. Then they tell the principal to whoop your ass too.
Damn.
Like, it's just
Yeah.
ass whooping stacking on top of ass whooping.
Yeah.
Fucking do that shit. You gotta respect your elders, you motherfuckers.
I know it's true.
Stupid.
You
Uh,
guys remember how I was talking about when I used to live in Alabama and that school was very fucked up. They hated the kids with a passion, and they were not afraid to actually whoop a kid. And I remember too. I'm just imagining if this something like this happened, man, those kids would have got fucked up. I remember one girl, she like kept hitting kids with her braided hair, like it's like she was fucking Django or some shit, and or not Django, like she had like a whip, but the teacher was just like, you know what, class, stay right here, and he took the paddle off the wall. That shit had 4 holes in that bitch.
That's the paddle that when you have the holes on the paddle, those don't leave a mark. I know.
Nope.
I've got my ass whooped by those. They don't leave any mark at all. They have the real nice aerodynamic fucking flow to it.
Aerodynamics off the chain. That shit increased by 15%.
It hurts just as much, but with no marks.
Yep, you can't.
The ass whooping is really superb.
Yeah. And it was funny too, because I still remember when they would take him to like the quiet room where they get whooped, but you could still hear it. It was muffled. Just,
yep. All you hear is a
yeah.
Ass whooping for life.
You just hear it, and then the teacher who would watch the other class, he'd be like, "You pay attention. Read your fucking book. You don't hear nothing unless you want to be next. You want to be next. Come on.
Nobody wants to be next. So everybody will shut the hell up and do what. Now they're seeing what like the consequences is for being disrespectful. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That is technically child abuse, but I think sometimes people like kids just need ass whooping, dude.
No,
like,
if they're bleeding, then no, it's not child
abuse.
No,
not like to the point where like they're freaking like have like marks and like blisters and all bleeding. That's just like that's just criminal endangerment and right there and like pretty much child abuse. But like sometimes people just need to like get whooped because I don't think like people understand like the concept of like kids understand the concept of like sometimes like respect your elders because right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because like sometimes timeout doesn't work unless you ingrain timeout into a kid since they're kids. Like sometimes it just doesn't work.
I don't believe in timeout, but I mean I don't have kids, so like I have no idea. I have no idea where my parenting would come in at. I mean, there's like communication. I just don't believe in like those things where like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna let the kids just be themselves, and I'll just talk to them. If they don't listen, well, that's just Johnny being Johnny.
That's just Johnny being Johnny.
I would not beat my kid if I had kids, but like they're definitely getting grounded to the point where they're not getting a cell phone. No fucking laptop and nothing.
Well, the thing is you can't. That's the thing. You can't do that stuff no more. It's because like you can't take away kids' electronics because of the fact that you need that stuff for communication. They need to have a cell phone, so that way they don't get snatched up by the boogeyman and all that. Shit.
All my kids are gonna get chipped. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Gonna get chipped.
This nigga immediately went to that.
You might as well just get an ankle monitor. They step away 100.
I'm chaping all of them until they're 18 years old. Then they could take their damn freaking chip out if they want to.
I'm like, hey, Junior, what's that thing on your wrist? And he's like, it's my dad. My dad is a senior. Put this on me since I was a small child. And it's pretty much grown to me. I think when I take it off, my arm's gonna be malnourished because it didn't grow with the wristwatch.
They're gonna thank me when I ass get kidnapped by the damn fucking mutants who are dying from global warming. Say, oh, Daddy, you found me.
Yeah, your kids probably gonna think they're Ben 10 because they can't take off the fucking watch. They're gonna be like, man, I'm something special. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's really hard. I hate the fact that some parents decided to televise their kids getting disciplined. You should never do that. I know you're trying to make a point, but you ruined it for everyone because trying to make a point just basically puts you on half custody.
I've seen videos where like parents would just take away the kid's cell phone and just for like the kid would just throw a like crazy mad tantrum until they get that damn tablet or whatever technology back. I'm like, what the hell kind of bullshit is this?
I ain't gonna lie. If my kid did that, I'd probably take the fire hose or something and just spray the shit out of him like a fucking dog. I'm saying that's brutal.
Wait, the kid did what exactly?
A kid freaked out.
Freaked out and like rolling everywhere and throwing a fucking meltdown just because their parents took that damn technology away from them.
I've seen it
because
happen
they were
before.
already in a bad.
Yeah, and I mean like they have like a freak out, like these motherfuckers act like they're on fire. Like,
Right.
you remember
Start
that one
rolling
video of that
everywhere,
guy
just
broke up with his
yelling
girlfriend
crazy.
and he was just like rolling on the ground? Some kids have that sort of reaction where they just freak the fuck out and then like they force their parents to be like, okay, 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 shit, stop, just stop. But no, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that.
No.
I'll
You can
let you
sit
roll
there.
around.
Yeah, you can sit there and
Yep.
fucking cry yourself to
Roll
sleep,
as much
nigga.
as you want.
I'll put
Good
Legos
night.
Hell,
underneath you.
hell, I will leave you over there. Like, have fun rolling. Once you get tired, you know the way home. Hell, I
I'll,
would call Uber for you.
yeah, no, I'm not
Yep.
gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw water on them because I'm just gonna be like, well, I thought you were on fire, so I just thought I'd help you out.
Try to cool you down.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna freak out on me because of the fact that you like lost your privileges. Fuck that. Those people that let their
Yeah.
kids rule their life, yeah, no. That's why you're a
Yeah.
shitty
No.
parent. You end up on Dr. Phil, and
Exactly.
you're like.
Okay.
I see one video actually. One
But
was just like, yeah, like my son, he's like 3 years, he's like 5 years old, and he just doesn't listen to me. I mean, this
but
little nigga will
that's the
take
thing
the.
though. It's not the kid's fault though.
No, it's not the kid's fault. It's the parents'
It's
fault.
the
The
parents'
kids,
fault.
the
Yeah,
parents. Yep.
But it's just that
because
they let their
they
kids run
ingrain that shit
amok.
into the kid. Yeah, by giving
Yeah,
them technology and not instead of like actually making like taking the time to like
Teach them
teach
like
this kid and
anything
raise them right.
worthwhile.
They just have the fucking tablet do the fucking teaching. And there's most of the shit that kids is watching is not even fucking shit educational. It's stupid shit like Caillou and shit. That little fucking bastard Caillou, you
thankfully
know how
that no,
how
I know.
disrespectful that kid is?
Yeah, that's
That
why it
kid is
got
like the
canceled.
number one most disrespectful freaking childhood cartoon ever. He says
Yeah,
no more than any other freaking cartoon character. Like, if you want your kid to be disrespectful, let your kid fucking watch Caillou when he's growing up. That
if
kid
you can
would.
find it,
That kid. Wait, they completely pull Caillou
that
off
shit's
air now.
gone. Yeah, that
Oh,
shit's gone.
that's
Cause
good.
so many people like were heavily against that show. Even when I was growing up as a kid, my mom would not let me watch that because the fact that she was like, "Yeah, this
I
little
never
bastard's
watched
a
the show.
bitch." She's like, "Fuck this show." So like when they pulled it off, it was mostly because of the fact that no one supported it, and people were like, "Yeah, get this fucker out of here." But
That's, that was like one of the most
I hated that
disrespectful.
show.
Like, yeah, because like the way they made his family seem like the most freaking most functional, like happy family out there, but this little bastard was just
Yeah,
fucking evil.
that kid. No, I had to. I'm under the impression that their whole family's on like ketamine or something, or like some sort of heroin, because they're just too happy for no damn reason. They're just
Right.
like, yeah, Caillou just tipped over the whole dining room table and fucked up our new TV that I worked 85 hours for. But
What are the lessons we learned from this shit? Like,
yeah, he's
What
like,
are the lessons we learned?
yeah, he's like, come on,
Discipline
mommy,
your
let's
kids.
just go ahead and go to
Fucking
the park. Yeah, he's like, let's just go ahead and go to the park and just go on a swing, just to let Caillou get tuckered out, while his little cat just has his own little psychosis moment where he thinks he's an actual human being. Yeah, great job, everyone.
educational,
Yeah, but I don't know.
entertaining.
Yeah. Moral of the story here. This guy don't. This guy makes it hard for guys to not have a bad rap for just being around like your own brothers and sisters who have to be kids, or just make them feel uncomfortable to be around kids in general as a guy, because there's already a bad
There's always
stigma.
stigma. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
and
is.
this
There's
nigga just
a
made it
really
worse.
bad stigma. Like, honestly, you should never put yourself in a position where you have to be left
But
alone.
that's the thing though. Like,
And if
another thing that's why these like social medias need to have like a good fucking like mod like not is it mod system or whatever, like security system where they could take these kind of stupid ass videos down, because
Yeah,
there
but
there will be
you know how this stuff is set up though, which there's a reason why there's a huge issue with YouTube to begin with Adpocalypse, because they would take your stuff down if you were cussing, but they wouldn't take the practically child pornography YouTube videos. They wouldn't. I shouldn't have said the thing, but they don't take those things down where you have Spider-Man humping damn Peach from Mario or Minnie Mouse. They don't take those stuff away. They do that stuff. It's been apparent for a very long time. They might have finally done that, but it took a long ass time for them to actually acknowledge me. Like, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and actually do something about it. But yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
don't
that
wish
guy
death
too.
on people, but I'll have a good read on your obituary.
No,
So
he need a good ass whooping. That's what he needs. Like,
oh yeah, no, he does. He needs his
somebody need to go and
rearranged.
clock his face out. Don't
Yeah.
kill him though. Just knock him out enough for him to get up and sober up and know how stupid he is and how fucking crazy and weird ass fucker he is. Stupid ass fool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bitch ass
Him
nigga.
bragging about taking advantage of young people.
I just
What
I
a
don't want to
fucking
get
dick.
I don't want to get too much into it, but I just can't fathom how someone just thought it was such a good idea to have an experiment when you know the outcome of what it would be. And nigga, you're black. Why would you do that?
Oh, it's a black.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a black guy. That's why it's just like, bro, how the fuck do you think you're gonna get away with this? The nigga who was a guy who was actually doing it, who was 15 times as popular and rich as you, could not get away with it. What the fuck
Don't
makes
worry.
you think you're gonna do that?
This is the kind of shit that where I have full confidence in the power of the law, where they're gonna fucking track this idiot down and follow all his
he's
freaking
probably
history
on
and
an
like
FBI list for
the,
sure.
the FBI is watching all his browsing history and all that shit, and you'll find this dumbass and see how he escapes that.
This guy had the audacity to be like, "Yeah, I don't judge anything because I'm part of the kink community." No, nigga, like
what?
fucking not. That's not a goddamn kink. And anyone who tries to say that, nah,
Yeah,
you're bugging. You're bugging, and you need to get put away.
Nasty ass nigga. Yeah. Nah. Go away. Go under the jail like R. Kelly did, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Exactly.
The fuck. Holy shit, bro.
Stupid sicko.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Last thing I just want to talk about for me is because I just been seeing this thing about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. I wish Will would just divorce his lady. I really do. Because no matter any time she mentions Will Smith, it is never good, whether it is fake news or if it's actual fact. Because like it came out when she was talking about misinformation came out when she had this talk on her show on Facebook where she was like, "Yeah, it's hard."
Don't you mean the metaverse?
Oh shit! My bad. On her Red Room talk for the metaverse, she was talking about how hard it was to maintain a sexual relationship with Will Smith, but they cut that part out. But it's just like it sucks. It has to suck. Just the fact that you know that your wife doesn't really have the respect for you like that, and the only thing that she just talks about is a guy who's been dead for 25 fucking years, and how she's constantly writing poems, or how she like constantly misses him. Bruh, just divorce her, please. He makes me feel so sad. He makes me just like, cause this guy was, J. Cole said it. He said, "I want that Jada and Will Smith love. That Jada and Will love." Can't say that no more. That's inaccurate.
I mean,
I had a peer review for that.
The funny thing is though,
this nigga, I just want to say, this nigga, if it's like that, you already know he has hella side bitches. Like,
yeah, I know he has side chicks, but the thing is though, it's just that he doesn't put that shit out there like that. You think if he wanted to, he could be like, "Yeah, I got Margot Robbie doing the splits as Harley Quinn on this dick." Like, no, he's not gonna say that.
Well, no, I'm just saying he's probably not as sad as you think he is. Like, honest, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, probably not. But it's just like I can't tell you what it does to a person's mind when like there's someone that you love, and this person keeps talking about someone who's not even on this fucking realm no more for like many years.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
It's kind of like pretty much you can't really win because you're pretty much competing with a dead person, and
you're competing.
You know how people like over fantasize or over exaggerate what a person is when they're gone. So it's like you cannot really live up to that expectation of that fucking person because that person is not even alive anymore.
Yeah, right. How do you compete with a ghost? This ain't Star Wars.
But yeah, what I was about to say is like pretty much like he doesn't really have the excuse that he's just being together with her to like for the kids to have a stable home because these little bastards already have their own houses and shit.
No, I get that. Like they do.
So there's not really any reason for them to be together except maybe they have like that joint shared worth and they don't want to like have that shit in like a messy divorce who's getting half of this person asset and all those other crap because that's where it always leads to when divorce like that happens anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's
Where
true,
they
but
start
it's just
split,
like
where they start splitting a lot of estate shit.
I just think it's just very depressing as an outsider looking in just to see
It is,
your wife
but
just talk about how difficult
I
it is
think
to just
I think more at this point is more along the line of money than anything else because when they reach that kind of level, like divorce is kind of something like easy for people who well not easy, but like it's more it's more straightforward for people who doesn't have millions and millions of dollars because like you just sign something and say, oh well, I'm getting the dog. Well, fuck you, I'm getting the house, and that's it. But with them, it's not that easy. They gotta like try to split every asset they have down the middle, and some of that stuff that they have, they pretty much are not just gonna willingly try to give the other person that whatever asset they have, and that becomes a case of hiring divorce attorneys and all these other legal battles and shit. And by the time you're done, you're just nobody's gonna agree on anything, and it's just gonna be a big ass fight. And now everybody's just the enemy. So like
yeah.
it, it's just gonna be a messy situation either way. So I guess he's rather just deal with the messy situation where both of them are still legally married,
Married, but they're
but they could
but they're
they could pretty much right.
estranged. Yeah.
They could pretty much do whatever they want to do.
That's so bad. That's man, that just makes me want to just throw
I
myself in
mean,
a train.
like you gotta give the guy props. He does kind of have like a freaking thick skin if he could just keep taking that shit like that anyway. So
Well, yeah,
I,
I mean, yeah, he most likely does, but it's just like his whole family. Like I'll just say like when the news first came out when Jada was just like, yeah, I healed August from his sickness. Like that stuff actually affected the family. Like I've read that when I don't even know what his name is now. He goes from Jaden to Sire or whatever. Tech 10, I don't know, but like yeah,
What the
this
fuck?
dude when he heard
you
that,
mean that you mean that Super Saiyan son?
yeah, like obviously like that. I mean
Okay.
that was his friend. August was his friend, so I mean he was upset. And like after he found that stuff out, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna seek independence," because I don't think he was in like 18 at the time yet. But like the whole stuff just messed him up. And then I don't know what it did for his sister Willow, but like, well, actually, no, I think Willow was more forgiving because then she like came out and she was like, "Yeah, I'm poly too." So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
You're living your people are living their life, man.
I would not do
If
that
that's what
though.
if that's what makes them happy,
I guess so,
and
but I'm just saying, like, if anyone's somehow listening to this and this applies to you, if you just you're in a relationship where you're just doing this for the kids. I mean, for one, you kind of already took the L because you didn't pick your partner, right? I'm just gonna be completely honest with that. But two,
Yeah.
if you're if you're just literally trying to stick it out and thinking it's just gonna work, save yourself the heartache and just fucking leave.
yep.
Take your
Make
L, pack that shit up.
make a break. Yep.
Yeah,
It's not too late to make a new start.
yeah. So
Yep.
Never too late. Even people who are like freaking 60 years old are still finding love. You just gotta like work harder than
man,
younger people, but you can still find love.
yeah. I was talking
I
to one
mean,
of the
your
people
love
that
could
was
be your right hand.
That's nigga.
This
That was the
man,
most.
bro.
That was
That's
the wildest
disgusting,
shit
bro.
you ever
Like,
fucking said on this
get out of here, bro.
podcast.
This,
That was fucking wild.
this man just freaking ruined the entire
I know.
conversation.
This nigga just how we were talking about. Yeah, just cut your losses and just start over. He said people in their late life still find love. And he's just like, well, if you don't, you can always practice self love.
Oh.
And this wild guy over here. But
Man, this man forgot what he was about to say, bro.
I know I almost forgot what I was about to say. But I was gonna say though, like, no, but the person who I was doing work for, well, I'll just say the children's book. The person I'm doing a children's book for, he was like been going to like a bunch of weddings, and I think he's like maybe like 10 years older than me. I'm 25, old as shit. So I was like, he was like telling me, he's like, yeah, man, sorry I didn't get back to you. I've been to another wedding. I was like, man, you're like the only person I know to go to so many weddings. I was like, I thought love was dead. And he was like, no, it was just like love isn't dead. You just got to be 35 to actually notice and love it and enjoy it. I was like, man, that cut a lot
Yep.
deeper than it should have. But like, I was like, that's just fucked. Like,
No, it's funny though, but like it is true because like people have this like entire mindset that within their 20s or like early 20s and mid 20s, they gotta just party it out because once they get to like 30s, then it's all downhill from there. But no, not really.
no,
You're still living your best life. It's just now you just gotta like practice from like to be like an actual grown up now. Cause that shit doesn't play out no more. Your body can't fucking handle that amount of drinks without fucking you over. And like eating, like drinking a lot of booze and then eating a bunch of like burgers and shit. Yeah, that shit goes to the thighs, goes to the stomach.
Yeah, which like that
Gonna
right there
burn
is
that
what
shit off.
irritates
Yeah.
me because it I've actually I've actually like not talked to my mom's friends, but I've been around my mom and she like talking to her friends. Like some of her friends are single, and she's just like, man, she's like, there's no guy out there that's just like on my radar, and not gonna lie, she's she's a muffin.
But
Ain't that
but that's the thing. That's the
Oh.
thing though. Like people like that already like they already went through life in their younger days and they've dated a couple of people guys and they have experience and now they know what they want.
No,
So
some of them do.
not
Not all of them do.
not
Because
all of them. Yeah,
some of them think, oh, because I have this experience, I deserve this right here. Because of the fact that I
Yeah.
look like this right here, that I should qualify for this. The shit doesn't work. And
but
people who
that's the thing though. They're narrow. That's kind of narrowing like your view right there. So once a good thing comes, you're never gonna like find that out because like they
no, I
pretty much
yeah.
have narrowed that view instead of having like a broad appeal on people. They pretty much have narrowed like that point of view of what they want specifically. And there is no such thing as just finding that specific thing that you want. Like,
No.
yeah,
No,
it's
of
No,
course.
really
there is
specific
not.
to find
And
that.
we've had this talk before, man, which is
Kevin said
why
about
like
Kevin Samuels.
yeah, with this whole talk of like just and obviously this is not all women, right? There are some women out there that understand that whole thing, but what makes dating trash today is because you have these chicks who offer you nothing except their body. They can't cook, they can't clean, they can't do nothing. And
I wouldn't even
beyond
just limit it to the
beyond
cooking and
that,
cleaning. They
that
can't even hold
beyond
a
that, they're not
conversation.
they can't hold conversation, they can't do nothing. Yet they want everything from you. And it's like, bro, how is that an equal exchange? Like that's no.
No, I
I'm
don't know.
good.
I'll
I'm
use
good.
it. I have another example
Oh.
too, because there's this person I follow on Snapchat. I don't even know why I follow her. I think no, it's just her life is interesting. She's like this. She's literally like this 30-year-old girl who's got a fat ass, and
Of course.
all she does is just twerk. That's literally all she does. But
Yeah.
she also does is show her dog and complain about how shitty guys are and how they can't match up to her level. At some point, whenever she reaches like the age of 40 or 50, it's just gonna be her and her butt cheeks and her dog by
Yep.
herself. And then
Yep.
she's just gonna be like, man, I don't know what the fuck, or maybe not. I don't know. Some of those people just disappear off the face of the earth. I'm not Nostradamus, but I mean that stuff is just very sad to kind of see and read about. But I lost my train of thought about this whole conversation, to be honest.
Yeah. I told you, man. Kai just fucking threw you off with his freaking random ass comment that
No,
he
this
just
nigga,
came out
this
of
nigga
left field.
definitely did just catch me off guard. He said some shit
Fucking
that he
come
would
out of
say
here and
off
start saying
mic.
some weird ass shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like some shit he would say like on party. I just be
Right.
like, what the fuck?
Fucking like we're trying to have a freaking conversation. This man just went to interject like a regular random ass conversation that we never want to put on the fucking
No,
podcast, bro.
this guy
This man.
essentially became a masturbator enthusiast right here. He said right hand for familiarity, left hand for
something
intimacy.
new.
Yeah, for something new. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as fuck, bro. That's
Shit
funny.
is hilarious. Oh, we gotta talk about Buzz Lightyear the movie. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, the
I'm
Buzz
liking
Lightyear.
the animation.
Yeah, the animation is cool. A lot of people said this looks like the Buzz Lightyear that would turn his webcam off or turn his body cam off during police searches, which is very fucked up. But like, I'm interested to see what Chris Evans has to offer as Buzz Lightyear. I can tell he's gonna.
He's Buzz Lightyear, the voice. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
he's voice acting Buzz Lightyear, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a mix of Captain America somewhere.
That'd be funny if he had like a little Buzz Lightyear shield and like threw it at some shit.
They're probably gonna do that. I mean,
it is still Disney, so
yeah.
Yeah, true. They can reference whatever the fuck they want, honestly.
Yeah.
No worries.
I think the movie's gonna be good. I mean, it's about time they actually start making movies about the Pixar movies that they already made. I mean, Buzz Lightyear has been around since the early '90s. When Steve Jobs owned Pixar. So yeah,
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
You don't know Steve Jobs owned Pixar at one point.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Me either. That's
Something
crazy.
Yeah, no, he was like, yeah, he's one of the founders. He's one of the founders of Pixar, and then like it actually happened like right around Toy Story, like I think either 1 or 2, where like Disney said, "Yeah, give me that, nigga. It's gonna be with a mouse now," and he was just like, "Oh, I'm about to go make iPhones then." So, yeah, because there was like some sort of falling out, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There's a disagreement with production for Toy Story 2. Yeah, because they originally wanted to turn it to a straight to DVD release, and not a three picture deal. So, yep, that's basically what happened. And now we got Toy Story. I think 5 is coming out. I kind of forgot. Oh, wait, no, Woody and Buzz split apart. That's right.
Wait, so what is it? Just gonna be following Buzz from then on or something?
They're gonna do
movie is about
kind of like a Finding Nemo shit.
Well, no, this one's more so about like the actual character the Buzz toy is based off of. It's not gonna have any like canonical lore from the actual Toy Story series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like basically whatever you've seen here is basically like the inspiration. So
right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw the trailer. It looked fine. Looked pretty good.
So what are we gonna have like so are you talking? What are we talking about? The Toy Story shit or like the Buzz Lightyear shit?
Buzz Lightyear, man.
Oh yeah, the Buzz Lightyear. Don't you remember like the Buzz Lightyear cartoon? You guys there when you used to watch that back in the day on Disney XD?
That nigga got led in the back. Of course I remember that. He got shot in the back.
I remember I used to play the Buzz Lightyear game, fighting Invader Zurg and shit. Yeah, man.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, of course that's what it's gonna be based on, not the Toy Story crap. That Toy Story crap is not Buzz Lightyear. It's just a action figure of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because I got confused by what he was talking about. Is
I mean,
all.
a lot of
Oh,
people are
okay.
actually kind of confused though. So like, because they're like, oh, is this gonna be Buzz just somehow gains
No,
complete sentience and he's just taking off?
Get complete
but
sense.
that's the funny thing though, because like most of the younger people who are like born like in the probably like early 2000s, or like you know mid 2000s, don't even freaking realize like there was actually a Buzz Lightyear cartoon,
Bro, there's some
and
people that
Buzz
think
Lightyear's not
Ariana
in.
Grande is from Fortnite. I forget them guys. Honestly, fuck them kids.
Oh man.
Those are some crazy
Yeah.
people. But
Which is funny because eventually when the metaverse take off, the 2000 is gonna be considered retro.
I feel like it already is.
not
2010 is
not
gonna
the
be
not the 90s or the freaking 80s anymore. Is the 2000 that's gonna be retro.
bro. I make
Uh,
references. Well, actually, no. At work, people actually understand my references for once, which is the reason why I prefer work now. I'm not gonna lie. It's completely off topic. So like, we kind of all started a new job. I'm not gonna go into these guys' details. But personally, for me, I started a new job. Um, it's something I did not think it was gonna be. It doesn't mean that I don't like it. I actually really love it, but it makes me feel good to work at a place where like my opinions actually can make a difference within like
Yep.
the work department,
Like same.
because
Like
like I
same.
have been offering ideas and like these guys are like, you know what, I haven't thought of it like that, let me look at it, and they've been following up with me. They didn't actually say I should just be like, ah, fuck that nigga, you don't know what he's talking about. No one said
this
that.
man got a promotion in his future coming up. Before you know
Yeah.
it, about to be the
Oh yeah,
CEO of this
dude.
damn company that he's
I
working for.
completely I completely agree, dude. Like this new job I got, it's just like, bro, I was just bracing myself for the fuckery that we've all,
Yep.
experienced like throughout our careers.
Waiting for the
Fucking
pin to drop.
yeah, just and then like I actually believe what they say, dude. Like everyone there's super cool, and then like
Yeah.
the cool thing is like this company I'm working for, it's a growing company. So there's like they're encouraging. They're like, yeah, guys, just want to let you know, growing company. So yeah, man, opportunities pop up all the time. If you see something you want, go ahead and apply for it because we like to employ from within. I said, nigga, say less. Say less, bro. Like that's so fucking awesome. I could actually make a career here.
Same
Holy
here,
shit.
my guys.
Holy
I'm
shit.
liking where I'm working at right now too. Problem solving, fucking doing some creative fucking learning, and fucking like building shit that I can be proud of. Like fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
telling
man.
I was telling Izzy, I was like, man, this job lets me actually do problem solving compared to like the job I had at school. The job that I was working at school, I technically have my supervisor's job. Like
That's
that's like the level that I'd be doing. But like, man, the fact that like I said, I can use critical thinking, and the fact that I don't have to hear a no shame to this person right here. But man, I'm not gonna lie, I had this one, my boss, I could not stand a single word that came out of their mouth because of the fact that it sounded like they had something lodged in their nostrils. And when they talked, every time we have a meeting, they'd be talking about the day like it's a goddamn surprise. They'd be like, man, I can't believe it's Sunday. How? Like, it's a
Stars here.
fucking
Can you believe
day.
it?
Yeah, they'd be like, man, I can't believe it's week 4. I'm like, have you been paying attention to the calendar? I was like, who's doing our hours? I was like, stop saying this shit. Like people who have like
Start a
people
regular conversation and start saying stupid shit like that.
yeah, people who do small talk as like a conversation starter is just the worst, and I just don't want to communicate with them at all. And like no one's been offering like small talk communication. Like I've been getting like full sentences and everything. Like I mean, I'm working remotely again, but like people I've been working with people who was in California. Pretty cool, some pretty cool people. I mean, actually today when I was doing training, me and the guy who was training, we were like just talking about anime and stuff like that. And I could never do that in my other job. Even the job I had before that, where like I just felt like I was being disrespected at a grocery store. should have just called. They should have just had nigga on the name tag because that's how I felt like people like saw me because of the fact that they're like, yeah, you gotta cut your hair because of the fact that it's not store policy. You know, if you can make it go flat and take all the curls away, then it'll be fine. But if not, yeah, we don't really encourage curly hair. That's no joke. What someone said on my first day when I was doing training on a computer and they're like, yeah, uh, is that your natural hair? I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're probably gonna have to cut that. Yeah, we don't really like that here. Like, unless you can either put it in a hat or put it in a ponytail, we just don't really want to see that. I was like, just call me nigga while you're at it. Just go ahead and say it.
It's so fucked, bro.
It
Like,
it's fucked.
well, on the bigger and better things, man. For real. Like, life's changing for the better.
My life
Forever.
is about to change, and I don't know in what way. Come the end of the
man.
year, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. 2022 is like literally right there. It's crazy.
Oh, it'd be a shame if the world ended, though.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I'm going to hell anyway, so I guess the devil has already have a fucking banquet table prepared for me.
Beam, I hope you're not driving when that happens. You know, your new job, and then all the people that are relying on you are going to be freaking the fuck out. They're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" It's going to be like, "Oh,
what I'm gonna do? No, I'm not
get out the car.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna just go to the damn vending machine, grab me a pop, and like toast. See you, my guy.
You're about to die like a 50-year-old man. He said, "I'm gonna just get me some pop, look off into the sunset, and just evaporate." I lived a good life.
Oh my god, bro.
No, what were you gonna do, baby? You just gonna knock them out so that their pain was.
But I mean, honestly, I just look at them. I just drive like in a little like off the road right there, get out the bus, and just walk away. That's all. That's all I do. It's out of my hands now. Find your own way, my boy.
That man say I accept my fate.
Just walk into the sunset, man.
They're all gonna hug each other while they just get turned into ash.
So enjoy your solo flare.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna try to make an attempt to go and find a bunker where all the like the secret bunker that the U.S. has been building.
Right, you're not even gonna have time to react. Like a light bright like that, you're permanently blind. You're blinded. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm just, and you're done.
Completely.
Yeah, completely gone. But, yeah, overall, I think I can safely say that for the three of us, we've actually had a pretty good week, pretty great week, honestly.
Yeah, so, not bad.
Not bad a week at all.
Yeah. That's honestly that's pretty much it for me. I don't really have any closing thoughts or anything like that. I lost track of the days, and I honestly thought it was like November already, and I was afraid that I didn't pay my bills because I was like looking at it and I was like, oh shit, like where did the time go? But no. Yeah, but you guys got any closing thoughts?
I wanted to share this quick story right here because I forgot it was down here, bro. I just happened to see this.
Oh, Ice Cube.
This nigga Ice Cube, bro. This man literally walked away from a $9 million deal from over getting the vaccine. Like, are you?
I mean, right. What's
$9 million deal?
He had like a Sony deal where he
Oh, you can go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, $9 million ain't nothing to his $160 million.
No, it's probably not. Probably just because like I'm poor and I look at that number, I'm just like, that's a lot of money, man.
I'm poor.
I am. I mean, at least right now, I just started this job, so I'm poor as shit, nigga. Behind on my bills and shit like that. But I got a plan, man. I'm gonna be straight. But it's just like I look at $9 million. You're right, to a rich motherfucker like this.
I could spend $9 million in a day though. Not in a day, but in a year.
This nigga, what are you spending that money on? I just to
I mean,
general idea.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
Like, if we're
I
thinking
can
about
spend
housing and
that,
shit like
man.
that, I mean,
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking of I get myself a house, probably like a car or two, and then I don't know, invest. I don't know, probably.
yeah,
I would blow through $9 million in a year if I. That is
That,
if I really
that
want to like ball, but like the person I am right now, if I get me $9 million now, that shit is gonna last a lifetime.
yeah.
But
No, I think about that
but
stuff too.
realistically though, if I wasn't who I am, if you give me $9 million, I would fucking blow through that shit within a year.
Yeah,
I'm way too conservative with my money to fucking like blow
yeah,
through it
yeah.
like that.
I
yeah.
was about to say, there's no way you're like one of the cheapest niggas I ever known. Like so,
No.
nigga, dude, say because
I manage my money properly. I don't freaking. That's not called cheap.
no, nigga, that is
He's
cheap, bro.
frugal.
Frugal,
Right.
yeah, there you go. If you want to
Yeah.
be
Talking about
politically
cheap.
correct, frugal. There you go.
Just
But
because I try to find the lowest deal on stuff before buying it doesn't mean I'm blowing my money.
people
I'm not.
listen to me. This is the same nigga who, on release day for a PS4, decided it was a good idea to pay someone
that
$200
that
when
deal look enticing.
$400.
They had a $99 PS4, and it was a hot deal going fast. I either get it or miss it.
Oh,
So
better, right?
I'm
Even better.
surprised you didn't end up like giving money to like a Ethiopian prince or something like that.
oh,
Cause
I gave money to somebody because they sent me a fucking coin.
I'll
And
never
you know what
forget
I
that.
did to them? I kept that fucking coin and I went to PayPal and tell them, hey, I need my money back. I got my money back after fucking 30 days of fucking dispute with these motherfuckers. But hey, got my money back though.
He kept the
Stupid.
coin.
This nigga literally sent him a coin in a fucking
That's
box.
just
Yep.
the most
Sent me a
disrespectful
coin.
shit ever.
So these motherfuckers like were brave enough to actually print out a label with my name on it and send it to my fucking house. And that shit came from China, by the way, because they had Chinese writing on the fucking box and shit, and
Oh,
multiple fucking international stamp.
they said,
Oh,
try again, black boy. Just, I just said,
oh,
fuck out of here.
bro, what the fuck?
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, like after like the first 3 days, I realized I was scammed because I went back to the website. That shit didn't even fucking exist anymore. Then I fucking googled the site, and then people were on fucking Reddit boards and shit like, yeah, if you're going to this site, you got scammed, my guy. I'm like, well, time to file a damn dispute with PayPal. And I had to go through a haggle of like constantly keep filing the dispute. Then after a while, since the seller didn't respond, PayPal just gave me my money back. But I learned my lesson from that. I've never gotten scammed after that though. So lesson well learned. And another like good lesson I learned is like if I'm buying stuff from like shady site that are reputable, if they don't have a fucking PayPal checkout, I am not putting my bank card ever anywhere near that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
PayPal is really good for that. Actually, like I have all my cards on there, and then yeah, if there's any issue, you just dispute it. So
yep.
I just do
Right.
Venmo and Zelle. Because like
Zell's really good.
Cash App,
Zell's
I don't do Cash App. I don't know why people like doing Cash App so much, but like Cash App has literally prevented me
I
from getting money because it always
I only do
glitches and
cash
goes
out
off
with
into.
people I know, like people I know in person. If I don't know you in person, I don't do cash out for shit with you because once you send your money into cash out, you cannot get that shit back unless the person willingly fucking giving your money back.
Yeah, you'd have to kiss their fucking boot in order to actually get that money back if you wanted to. No,
So,
dead ass.
so
Because like so many
I
times,
only do cash out.
I lost $90 at one point because of the fact that the money wouldn't transfer to my bank. And then when I told the people when I called the customer service, they're like, yeah, if you just don't have it, I don't know, you just gotta chalk it up as L. Like we can't actually look
oh,
for it. I was just like, fuck you, and I hung up.
yeah, that's the thing with like those kind of mobile banking shits. That's the main reason I got rid of like. Well, Yeah, Capital One, because like I used to have them. I used to bank with them, but then I just went to like Chase for my main bank, and then the Zelle shit is really good. Like Zelle is really good because you could just send money to people and request shit, and it's pretty instantaneous.
I'm
So,
about to do that for. I'm about to do that for. Because they have still linked with Bank of America too, and I got paid that way, and that was quick. I don't even think there was a fee,
nope,
but
it's fucking dope. Fucking dope, man.
yeah.
Fucking dope.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
if I was a rich person at $9 million, I'd probably get like a cannon that shot like $200 at someone's face, fracture the jaw, give him something to ice the pain with, maybe like $200 worth of ice cream or something.
With the ice cream.
He said,
They
"Here,
look like
here's
fucking Patrick when they're done.
here's a drum of ice cream.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Now cool your face up.
oh, I'm like, yeah, get some
Let's
ice
just do a
cream.
jump in there and cool himself off. Yep, you're doing it the right way.
Yep, that's right. All right, are we officially closing our thoughts now? I ended up
Yeah.
going over. I forgot the Ice Cube thing. So
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about it because I just thought that was funny. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. I don't have anything else. I think.
all right, what about you?
No, I think I'm coming down with something. My throat is feeling itchy. I'm gonna find something to drink to clear out this weirdness. I don't like this feeling.
All right. Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess that's it. You guys heard it here, folks. Or man, I fucked that up. You've heard it first. This is the Kai Beam podcast right here. Izzy's about to re-engineer his whole
Yeah,
organs.
I'm about to go and detoxify myself
Oh
by
man, I thought you were about to say something else.
bathing. Man, you didn't hear I was gonna go and detoxify myself. I'm about to go and take a bleach shower.
This guy said
What?
a bleach shower, man.
What?
I swear, it's getting worse and worse between the
Yep.
both of y'all. Yeah, somebody go take a
Oh,
bleach shower. Okay, Sammy Sosa.
That way, maybe I'm gonna just sip a little bit and
What?
create a new challenge called the bleaching. I don't know. Maybe
The bleaching.
Right, that's
maybe
oh,
that
why
could
it's
go,
I
maybe
reason-
maybe that could go well on the taking and the talking. I don't know.
ticket in the talking and
Whatever the young people call it these days.
Yeah. Shit. Well, all right then. Well,
You heard it here
guys,
first.
you
What
heard
it
here
is.
First.
If you don't see Izzy next week on the podcast, you know what happened. The
Yeah,
bleach
he
experiment does not work.
Or it did work and he turned into a skinwalker. We don't know. Come back next week and you'll hear it. You'll find out.
And you'll find out next time on the Kai Beam podcast.
Peace.
Episode, yeah.
5.